Hello, this is the Q&A practice for the 100 class. Plaintiff is going to be starting off with the questioning. Ready? When you fell on August 15, did you fall on the carpeted surface or on the tile floor of the Florida building? On the tile floor. Did you have any physical complaints at the time of your fall? A slight headache. Anything else? No, not that I remember. How did you leave the place where the accident occurred? I called my office and someone picked me up. Where did you go following this? To the office. At some time following the accident, did you begin to have other physical complaints? Yes, on the following day. What type of complaint did you have at that time? Some back pain. Where was the back pain located? In my lower back. Would you describe that as a sharp pain or a dull pain? It was initially a sharp pain. When is the first time that you sought any medical treatment? I think the following day. Whom did you first see? Dr. James Daly in Miami. Had you previously seen Dr. Daly? Yes. When did Dr. Daly, when he examined you that day, did he give you a diagnosis or explain to you what was causing your pain? He did not. Did he give you any treatment at that time? He sent me for x-rays. After you had x-rays, did you see him again? Yes, I did. At that time, did he give you any diagnosis or explain to you what was causing your pain? He said he was unable to explain the pain and that the x-rays showed no visible damage. Did you subsequently treat with other doctors? Yes. Who else did you see? Dr. Martin Long in Tampa. Who referred you to Dr. Long? I had seen Dr. Long before. Was Dr. Long able to explain to you what was causing your pain? No, not at that time. Did you continue to have this low back pain and headaches when you saw Dr. Long? Yes, I did. How long did the headaches last? 3 weeks, a month. It was one continuous headache. It never left me. So it was constantly there for 3 weeks to a month? Yes. Have you been bothered by any headaches since that went away? Not since it finally went away, no. Have you treated with any other doctors besides Dr. Daly and Dr. Long since the day of this accident? Dr. Richard Baker. Had you treated with Dr. Baker before? No. Who referred you to him? Carol Ross. Is she a friend of yours? Yes, she is. Do you remember approximately when you first started treating with Dr. Baker? When I couldn't get rid of the back pain. Well, was that within, let's say, 6 months from when the accident occurred, or a year? I believe so. Which one? 6 months to a year, somewhere in there. Somewhere in that time frame, 6 months to a year, from the day of the accident, you saw Dr. Baker? Yes. How frequently were you treating with Dr. Baker when you first went to him? Initially, a couple times a week. So for what period of time did you treat with him for a couple times a week? I guess that went on for about a month. Did you notice any improvement? Yes. After approximately a month, did your treatments lessen at that time? Yes. How often did you go after that? It's kind of a spasmodic thing now. My back still bothers me, and I go to him when it gets worse. When was the last time you saw Dr. Baker? Probably 2 months ago. Why did you see him at that time? My back was bothering me a little more than usual. Did he treat you at that time? He did. What type of treatment did he give to you? Specifically, I can't tell you. I do remember heat manipulation, stretching exercises, and massage. How much is your total bill with Dr. Baker at this time? I would estimate approximately $2,800. Okay, I'm going to switch transcripts. This next Q&A subject is going to be automobile accident. It's going to start off with the court. Ready? Will you tell us your name, please? Bryn Moss. How do you spell your last name, Mrs. Moss? M-A-U-S. Counsel? Thank you. Now, you live at 619 Willow Road, is that right? That's right. You are the mother of Craig, who is present here with us. Is that right? That's right. And you are also the mother of Mia and Johnny? Yes, sir. Are you employed, Mrs. Moss? Yes, I am. By whom are you employed? Campbell Soup. You will have to tell me the name again. Campbell Soup Company. How long have you worked for the Campbell Soup Company? For about 2 years. What do you do for them? I am in distribution. You are separated from your husband, is that right? That's right. What is your husband's name? It is Kenneth Moss. Is he employed? Not at the present time. Does he contribute to the support of the children? Very little. How did you hear about Craig's accident last September? A man and a woman brought my son home. Which son was that? Johnny. He was the baby? Yes, sir. And he was about 4 at the time of the accident? Yes, sir. Who was this man and woman? I don't know who they were. What did they tell you? They told me Craig had been hit by a car and for me to go to Northwest Hospital as soon as possible. And that's all I can remember. I just passed out. You what? Passed out. Mrs. Moss, you were sitting here at the time. Craig was answering some questions. What have you noticed about Craig since the accident? Well, he is quiet most of the time, and he keeps to himself. Has he ever had any trouble with the police? No. Did you ever catch him smoking pot? Objection irrelevant. Overruled. No. All right, now you had some big bills from Craig from the hospital that were paid by the welfare department. Is that right? Yes, sir. Did you yourself incur any expenses as a result of the accident? Did you have to pay out any money? Just transportation back and forth to see him. You mean gas for the car? Yes, sir. You didn't have to pay any hospital bills or doctor bills? No. Now Craig was back in the hospital for 4 or 5 days in January after he fell. Is that right? That's right. What happened? Well, he hurt his leg in a fall, and a few days later, an infection set in where they put stitches in his leg. Which leg is this? Left leg. Okay, that concludes our Q&A practice for the 100 class.